Close your eyes for a moment. Think about the last time someone gently touched your head. Maybe it was a parent brushing your hair when you were a child. Maybe it was a partner running their fingers through your scalp after a long day. That feeling, the tension melting away, the world going quiet, wasn't just emotional comfort. It was biology at work. Tonight, we're going to explore something simple, ancient, and surprisingly powerful. The mutual scalp massage. Not a spa treatment, not an expensive gadget, just two people, for hands, and 10 minutes that could transform the way you sleep and the way your body handles stress. This is the story of why touch specifically. Touch on the scalp might be one of the most underrated tools for health we have. Section 1. The science of touch. Let's start with what's actually happening under the surface. Your scalp is packed with nerve endings, thousands of them, woven into a dense network that connects directly to your brain. When you apply gentle, rhythmic pressure to this area, you're not just relaxing muscle tissue. You're activating what scientists call the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest state that counters the fight or flight response most of us live in nearly every day. Here's the key player: cortisol. This is your body's primary stress hormone, produced by the adrenal glands. In small, well-timed doses, cortisol is essential. It wakes you up in the morning, helps you respond to danger, and regulates your metabolism. But when cortisol stays elevated for too long because of work stress, poor sleep, constant notifications, or unresolved anxiety, it starts working against you. Chronically high cortisol has been linked to weight gain, weakened immunity, anxiety, high blood pressure, and yes, poor sleep quality. This is where scalp massage enters the picture. Research on therapeutic touch consistently shows that gentle, consistent physical contact reduces circulating cortisol levels. Studies on massage therapy in general, including scalp-focused techniques, have demonstrated measurable drops in cortisol after sessions as short as 10 to 20 minutes. At the same time, touch stimulates the release of oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone, and serotonin, a precursor to melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep cycle. So in a single scalp massage, you're doing three things simultaneously: lowering the hormone that keeps you wired, raising the hormone that helps you connect and relax, and priming your body's natural pathway towards sleep. Section 2. Why mutual matters now. You might be wondering, why mutual? Why not just receive a massage or use a scalp massage tool by yourself? There's something scientifically and emotionally different about touch that is given and received between two people, especially between partners, close friends, or family members. When we give a massage, we're not just being generous, we're also benefiting. Studies on giver-receiver touch dynamics have found that the person doing the touching often experiences similar reductions in stress hormones as the person receiving it. This is sometimes explained by mirror neuron activity. The brain regions that light up when we perform a caring action can mimic the calming effect the recipient feels. There's also the social and emotional layer. Human beings are wired for connection. Isolation and loneliness are, on their own, significant risk factors for elevated cortisol and poor sleep. When two people take the time to slow down, sit together, and physically care for one another, it does something that no solo self-care routine can fully replicate. It reinforces a felt sense of safety. Your nervous system, on a primal level, registers, "I am not alone, I am cared for," and that registration alone can lower defensive stress responses. This is why couples who incorporate mutual massage into their routine, even something as small as 5 minutes before bed, often report not just better sleep, but a stronger sense of emotional closeness. The ritual becomes a shared signal. The day is over. It's time to rest. And we're doing this together. Section 3. The sleep connection. Let's talk specifically about sleep. Falling asleep isn't simply a matter of closing your eyes and waiting. It's a physiological transition. Your body needs to shift from a state of alertness to a state of rest. This shift depends heavily on your autonomic nervous system moving from sympathetic dominance, which is your on mode, into parasympathetic dominance, your off mode. Elevated cortisol at night is one of the most common and most overlooked reasons people struggle to fall asleep, even when they're physically exhausted. You lie down, your body is tired, but your mind is racing, your heart rate is slightly elevated, and sleep just won't come. This is often cortisol refusing to step aside. A scalp massage performed in the 20 to 30 minutes before bed acts almost like a physical off switch. The rhythmic, repetitive motion, much like rocking a baby to sleep, signals safety to the brain. Blood flow to the scalp increases. Muscles in the jaw temples, and neck areas that silently hold enormous tension begin to release, and heart rate gradually slows. Many people also report that scalp massage helps with something called sleep onset latency, simply the time it takes to fall asleep after lying down. Reducing this window even by 10 or 15 minutes, night after night, compounds into significantly better sleep quality over weeks and months. And because a mutual massage involves both slowing down together, it also helps regulate what's known as sleep synchrony between partners, the tendency for two people who sleep in proximity to gradually align their sleep cycles, breathing patterns, and even body temperature. Preparing for sleep together, physically, reinforces this natural synchronization. Section 4. How to do it. So, how do you actually do a mutual scalp massage? You don't need oils, tools, or training. You need about 10 to 15 minutes and a willingness to slow down. Step 1. Set the environment. Dim the lights. Put phones away. Soft instrumental music or silence works best. This isn't the moment for a podcast or television in the background. Step 2. Get comfortable. One person sits, and the other stands or kneels behind them. You can switch halfway through, or take full turns on separate nights. Step 3. Begin with the base of the skull. Using the pads of your fingers, never your nails, apply gentle pressure at the point where the neck meets the head. Small, slow circles here release tension that builds from hours of looking at screens. Step 4. Move upward and outward. Work your fingers slowly toward the temples, then across the crown of the head, using consistent, gentle pressure. Think slow and deliberate, not fast and vigorous. This isn't a workout, it's a wind down. Step 5. Include the temples and hairline. These areas hold surprising amounts of tension, especially for people who clench their jaw or furrow their brow throughout the day. Circular motions here, combined with light pressure, can be deeply calming. Step 6. Finish with long, slow strokes. Run your fingers gently from the front of the hairline all the way back, as if smoothing the hair down. This final motion signals the massage is coming to a close, helping the nervous system settle even further. The entire sequence can take as little as 5 minutes per person, or you can extend it to 20 for a deeper effect. There's no strict formula. The goal is presence, gentleness, and consistency. Section 5. Making IT a habit. Like most things related to health, the real benefit isn't in doing this once, it's in doing it regularly. Cortisol regulation and sleep quality respond best to consistency. A single massage might feel wonderful in the moment, but the compounding benefits, deeper sleep, lower baseline stress, stronger emotional connection, come from making this a nightly or several times a week ritual. Many couples and families find it helpful to attach this practice to an existing routine, right after brushing teeth or right before turning off the lights. The brain loves patterns. When scalp massage becomes reliably associated with "we are now preparing for sleep," your body starts to anticipate and respond to that cue even before the massage begins, much like how the smell of dinner cooking can make you hungry before you've taken a bite. It's also worth noting that this practice isn't limited to romantic partners. Parents and children, close friends, even siblings can benefit from this same ritual. The core mechanism: gentle touch, reduced cortisol, increased oxytocin, doesn't require romance. It requires trust and care. Closing, we live in a world that constantly asks our nervous systems to stay alert. Notifications, deadlines, decisions, noise. It's no surprise that so many of us struggle to simply switch off at the end of the day. But the answer doesn't always require complicated solutions. Sometimes it's as simple as sitting down with someone you trust, placing your hands gently on their head, and giving both of you permission to slow down. A mutual scalp massage costs nothing. It requires no equipment, no appointment, no subscription. Just time, presence, and a willingness to care for someone and be cared for in return. Tonight, before you turn off the lights, consider trying it. 10 minutes, 2 people, 4 hands, and a nervous system on both sides finally allowed to rest. Sleep well.